We are live. Welcome to Sophisticated Immaturity. I don't have the countdown because the countdown has been getting flagged on YouTube for copyright.
Seriously?
Yes.
Wow. So can we
And
use a AI copyright? Not copyright bugging. Can we use an AI countdown? Can't copyright that shit.
yeah, for sure. We
Okay.
could try to use that.
Check it out and see what I can find.
Right. So no countdown. It's been 2 months since our last episode.
Oof.
Yeah.
Time is
Yeah.
slipping away from me.
Yeah. Yes, a lot of things have happened.
A lot has happened
Yes.
for sure. I finally got a tenant.
Finally got a tenant. Yeah, that's
They're
awesome.
driving me crazy already, but it's cool.
Really? They know you
Yeah.
are the owner?
No.
Uh,
No, I got an LLC because remember I was asking you about the information. I finally
right.
sat down, put that information together. So we
Right.
got an LLC. I have my sister as my property manager because she went through the courses herself. So she's operating as the property manager. And then anytime I have to send corresponding emails or whatever, I send it through my business account.
Hey.
Yeah,
So
so I
so
keep
he
me.
so it's no direct complaining to you. It's just
Mm-mm.
emails.
Yep. That's it. So if you have a problem, go to the property manager for that problem.
That's
But yeah,
really good. I think
hmm
hey, that's a huge milestone.
it's a year and some change going through that journey. Lord Jesus.
And with the year and the change, were you able to get the rent amount that you were seeking?
100 less. So I was asking for, well, I'm not gonna put it out there because it's going on
Yeah, yeah.
YouTube. But yeah, it was just $100 less than what
Yeah, because if you put too many clues, they're gonna find out, hey,
yeah. Yeah. We're not gonna do that. Let's
yeah,
keep them numbers to ourselves.
right. But 100 less is still good.
It is still good. It is. It is.
Right.
So I'm happy about that. Well, I'm just happy I ain't got to pay the mortgage by my damn self. So
Hey, is it that's a thing.
yes, it is.
That
Happy
is a
to not do
thing.
that anymore.
Say you know the struggle. You know the struggle when you got that full mortgage on your back.
That shit hurt. That shit hurt.
Yeah. I definitely don't. That's why I'm like, yeah, this is the last house I buy. Like, I don't
Yeah,
want no.
I don't blame you. I
I
think
don't.
with this, I learned a lot of lessons. I think moving forward, if I ever do buy something else, it would be a newer build. Um, but my house is old, so because of it being old, it definitely had a lot of fixing up that needed to happen. A lot of TLC had to go into it. And I think I also wanted it to be a certain type of way before I put it out on the market. So that also delayed the process a bit too.
Right.
Wanted to make it more modern and less 1900s.
Yeah, but ultimately, it's not your forever home, so
It's
you
not.
don't want to put too much money into it.
Mm-mm. I give it a good, God willing, I give it a good 5 years and I'm ready to knock this bitch down and rebuild.
Yeah, you want to knock the whole. you want to
Mhm.
make it to. You would rebuild it to make it to where you could have more units.
I would like to, so if the county allows more units, yes, but if not, then I want to make it a bigger two-family duplex. So more each side, a 3-2 at least, and a finished basement.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would
Hmm
definitely like have a more long term client.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I think that's something I would like to do, when the time is right. Right now, I'm just preparing for my son's senior year.
Hey, let's go. What's that? He
Class of
26,
2026. Yes.
2026.
Yes,
It's
yes,
around the
yes.
corner too. This was a
I
fast year.
know.
It's
Yes,
already
because
September,
June next year.
June next year.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? 9 months from now?
Mm-hmm. Got to
Wow.
get my shit together because I'm gonna be fixing up this unit in the process because I'm putting this one on the market. Once that comes around, I'm ready to go.
Oh wow.
No hesitations. None.
It has, so have you been doing research on where you want to go? Are
Well,
you going
first
to
stop,
Turkey?
definitely. First stop is not Turkey though. First stop is Japan. That's kind of my graduation gift to my son because we both never been. We both want to go. And then I will be doing a couple months in Istanbul, just to see what it's like. And if I like it, who knows? Maybe I'll stay, maybe I come back. I have no clue. It all depends on what work say. Because if they got a policy like, oh, you can only do 14 days, then I'm there for 14 days and I'll come back. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's Japan is amazing. And then
Oh, I
Korea,
know.
you're not into the K-pop as
I
much.
am. And I love the K drama. Okay, so I'm a foreign junkie with everything. Like, I just like everything that's, I'm sorry to say this, not American. Like, I would definitely do Korea. It wasn't on my list of places right immediately, but I would go.
Right. I don't know what you're talking about, the short family, but
Oh, I
thanks for
can't even
stopping
see
by.
anything. Oh, wow. 6, 7. Okay. Welcome in.
Okay.
Hey, Sigma. I didn't have that open next to me just now. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
But yeah.
either.
So what's new with you?
What's new with me is I just had a birthday.
Oh yes, Virgo season.
The
Happy
Virgo
belated.
season, yes.
I was
So
like, I
my
forgot, but no, I did actually hit you up on your birthday. So
yes.
happy belated again.
Yeah, birthday on the 19th. I turned 48. So
God bless.
oh man,
It's a beautiful
50.
thing.
And then my woman wanna we were on the beach. She
Okay.
wanna take a picture jumping on my back.
You're like,
Yeah.
I can't do what I used to do right
I've been
now.
hurt. I've been hurt ever since.
Oh my
And
god.
she not even a heavy woman. She weighed like 130 pounds.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But still, it was like, hey, you think you still got it?
Uh-huh. Do you realize?
Uh-uh.
Uh-uh. Oh, that is too fucking funny.
Oh, I was like, I had to dig through my closet and find my work back brace, put it
Oh my
on.
goodness.
So
Get you
now
a
I'm
heating
walking.
pad.
So now I'm here walking around the house with the back brace on, like I work at Home Depot. You know.
Oh my God. And I need me one. Okay, by the way, because I am working at Home Depot now.
Oh,
I need me
really?
one. Oh yeah. I took on a little part-time gig with them. I'm determined to connect and network with people in that type of environment. So I was like, the best way to be boots on the ground is to go where they go. And
Yeah,
it's funny because
especially the contractors.
oh, I listen, I done met a few of them, and because I work service desk too. So I'm the person they normally go to for most of the time. When they're doing big orders, they come to me for that. So I'm slowly building my little network of people, and then I'm seeing my, the frequent people who come in on a regular basis and they get more familiar with me. So it's been pretty fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
Not used to standing for all them hours, but slowly getting there.
Oh, you don't have one of them pads?
They have them pads on the floor, but most of the time you're on the concrete walking.
Oh,
So I actually will be investing in some like really good walking shoes
oh, you
for
need
arch
them
support.
them hokas, them nurse
That was
shoes.
the first ones I saw, but everybody's like, they're so ugly. Sorry, Hoka. But they like they're
They
so
are. They
ugly.
are.
But I'm like, I'm only gonna wear them at work. Who cares? I'm
Exactly.
not trying to wear them anywhere else. Like they could actually, I have a locker that I don't use. So I'm like, it could stay in my locker and I could just switch them out when I'm not working.
Right. For sure.
So I'm definitely gonna do it. And then I don't know if you know, but my son started working. I mentioned it, and he
Yes.
works at Foot Locker.
Yeah.
So if I need some kicks, I go right over to him and get that
Oh, so
30%
he
off.
should be able to get the exclusive releases.
Please, he's already got his eyes on it. He just got the last ones, I think, that came out. I don't know the numbers. I don't keep up with Jordans, but
Right.
he just got him a pair for back to school, doing his thing. I'm proud of him. So, but yeah, I'm like, you at the perfect place to have a
Yeah,
job
and
for
actually,
what
he
you
has
like.
a unique size too, so
Hmm.
it's like he
Perfect.
makes sure he get his size.
Yep. And they allowed them to put a certain amount to the side for themselves. So I said, make sure you get 2 pairs so I can can I say this online? So I can resell one because I don't wear Jordans. I don't wear Jordans. So I'm doing it for investment purposes.
Oh no, you're right. And then don't open the box. Dead stock.
Okay. Oh
Dead stock.
yeah. I will not even what you call it. I don't wear Jordans. I have no desire in wearing Jordans. So as soon as they come, I'll put them right on the market. Take them.
That is a good job for, like, if he had that type of job like at the beginning of high school, he would probably be the coolest kid in the
Oh yeah,
school.
yeah, 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 yeah.
If he was a freshman or a sophomore.
Well, so I think out here he would only be able to do it his sophomore, junior year because I think you have to be like 16 or so to work those hours.
Oh, okay.
Well, we were in New York at the time, but you would have. I know in New York you need like your working papers, but out here, he applied, he got it. They're hoping to move him to a closer location, but right now he's in the Philly. Oh, I'm saying too much. Forget it, because I think it was just
Yeah.
me and you talking. There's people
Right,
watching.
right, right, right. He he
My
he
bad.
he in another location.
But he in another location, and we trying to bring him closer to home.
Right.
So he's
Nothing
made
wrong with
those
that.
connections with people to get that going, and that'll be great for me. Cause this commute back and forth on my days off, I'm like, it's a
You
lot.
ain't signed up for that.
No,
That ain't what you you ain't
mm-mm,
come here for that.
at
Yeah, I,
all.
I understand 100%.
Yep. All right. So what we getting into tonight?
Okay, so I want your take on the Charlie Kirk situation. It's been a couple of days. Yeah, everything's came out. What are your thoughts?
I will first like to say before I even address him, I think it's some bullshit that people are being fired from their jobs just for speaking on it and for quoting him. Like not speaking out in a negative way, not speaking out in a disrespectful way. They are literally using the quotes verbatim of what he said and they're getting fired for it. I think that's some bullshit. I also think it's some bullshit that they are hanging a fucking flag for a man that has not done any fucking thing for this country except for virtually suck off Trump. Um, I think that it's fucked up. His family had to view what the hell happened to him on live television. But
No, they
am I
were there.
shedding?
They were there.
Oh, they were there. Well,
They
I'm
were
sad
there.
that they had to witness that. But am I sad that he's gone? No. The answer is fucking no. I feel like he spread a lot of lies, a lot of hurt, and a lot of bullshit, and just wanted to feed into the propaganda. And I just think that you live like that, by default, you're going to gain you some enemies. And I think that is also bullshit that they're trying to target historically black colleges when it was a white man that killed him. Like, I don't see the same energy. And I just feel like right now the country is blatantly disrespecting black people on a whole nother level. Cause y'all just showing y'all don't give a fuck about us the way y'all are behaving.
Hold on. What tell me more about this historically black college thing, because I haven't seen
So a
that. I
teacher, yeah, there was a teacher that I guess may have spoken out on it, and they reached out and they were sending death threats to a lot of the historically black colleges and things of that nature. And I'm just like, we don't got nothing to do with this.
yeah,
We
we
are
minding
minding
our
our
business.
motherfucking business. In
Yeah,
fact,
we
we do not
nowhere
care.
we nowhere near Utah. No,
Nowhere.
Nowhere near
Nowhere. That
Utah.
is y'all space. That is y'all area. And I just think they're trying to cause a rift and they're trying to cause a problem that does not need to fucking happen. Y'all didn't care. Did y'all fire anybody when Malcolm X got killed? When Martin Luther King got killed? Did we hear anything about people losing their job when George Floyd was killed? No. But you can't even whisper this motherfucker's name without a problem. And I'm just like, why is he so fucking important? Because what has he sacrificed and done for this country outside of keeping the president's peen in his mouth?
Well, according to the president, that would be important.
Oh, I bet. But I feel like if I don't understand how Americans are okay with this, because I feel like this is no different than North Korea. I feel like this is no different than other countries where if you speak out against the presidents or the people in charge, there's, harsh punishments. This is supposed to be, quote unquote, the land of the free. This is supposed to be the place of free speech, but you are not allowed to speak about this man without repercussions. Jimmy fucking Kimmel got fired for a joke.
I just seen a thing saying he got rehired.
Oh, that's because Disney lost money because people were pulling their accounts. I think they lost like 3.5 million or some shit because of that whole fire, because they fired him. That was people boycotting. Yeah, people were boycotting Disney because it's like, he's a comedian telling a joke. What is the issue? And I don't even believe he said anything disrespectful about the man even dying. But it's just like the audacity. I really and truly don't understand why they're trying to turn this man into a martyr. Well, that's what it's given.
Well, I don't think they're trying. I think that's already happened.
Yeah, let's wait till they name an avenue after him or a bridge or some shit.
Because like I didn't even really know about this guy.
I know about him. I knew about him as the motherfucker who went on college campuses to argue. That's what I knew him as. Nothing more. And we are now so fucking heartbroken about this shit. He did not do anything but spew fucking hate and bullshit. And then now you just see all these ignorant ass people taking his word for everything and running with it. And this is what they do. And I don't think people realize the bigger picture. I think free speech, you don't have to like what people say. I agree. But if people are going to say something, then let it be facts. Don't sit here and say, oh, if I saw a black pilot on a plane, I would have to question if he was qualified. There's a minimum requirement that pilots have to do in order to get on a plane to fly.
Right.
Everybody, whether your color is black, brown, white, Asian, it doesn't matter. The same minimum requirement is required. But he tried to paint it as, oh no, they only got their job because of affirmative action. They woke up one day and said, I'm gonna be a pilot. And Delta or JetBlue or whoever said, you know what, you black, we need a quota. Sure, we'll put you on the plane. Yeah, that's how he presented that.
You still didn't have to pass the test.
You didn't have to pass anything. And I'm like having these conversations on TikTok with people. And I'm like, oh, you guys are really believing this shit. He talked about how, what was it? The federal government spends trillions of dollars on public assistance and how black people, first off, why the fuck you mentioning us? We're not the number one recipients on fucking public assistance. White women are. But the same is not being said across the fucking board. So for me, no, I don't feel bad that man is gone. I don't. As one less person pushing the propaganda story forward. Well, I just feel bad for his kids.
I guess I have I don't know. Let me just state my opinion. I don't know how if it's the same as yours. Like, I don't think anyone should die for what they have to say. Like, if and he couldn't get fired because he didn't have a real job.
Work for anybody.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's one of those situations where, like, if you know you got a boss, maybe you know you need to go ahead and
Watch
cater
what you're saying. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like your boss is not going to kill you, you know,
Right.
dear God. Now that would be wild. Like people try to make it a. I see in my scope of social media, a lot of people try to make it about the Second Amendment, about gun rights. Like he used to be pro guns and he got killed by a gun. I'm like, yo, but
Yeah, I don't think that's not cool.
people been lying for years and they still alive.
Yeah, I think for him,
That's
it's always,
like,
I just feel like his target was our group of people. And I think that's why I don't respect or like him or care for him as a person. Because gun violence is always being talked about in the hood when over 60% of the violent crimes in this country committed are white people. But
right,
that's never highlighted. That's
right.
never talked about. And I'm sorry, sir, but you were killed by a white man, a
Yeah,
white Christian man who came from a two-parent household, contrary to all the bullshit you said.
yeah, you know, they like I said, they got to do something about that white on white crime. You know,
They really got to do better with the white on these fucking thugs. That's the problem.
you know,
These thugs
they come
in
from
these
bad
streets.
homes.
Right. So
Oh
I
my
just think
goodness.
it's unfortunate that his family has to deal with the trauma
Yes,
of it
yes,
all.
that's wild.
But I would
But
have been fine if they just beat his ass. I'm just saying. If he got his
yo,
ass beat, I would have been fine. He ain't have to die, but I'm just saying. I'm also not shedding any tears.
and it's like I feel like it's they making it conspiracy because if it's certain videos, there's like people doing hand signals and
Signaling,
stuff
for the record,
behind them.
they were all white. Just so we highlighting that part as well. They were all Caucasian individuals
Yeah,
signaling. I did not see a African American person
you
anywhere
would.
in
It was
sight.
Utah. You see, after he
Okay.
got shot, it was one guy in the crowd with cheering.
Oh shit! No, I did not. So
Yeah, right.
I was at work when the
He
video
was right
happened.
in front of the booth, and whoever was recording the booth area, it was a white guy. He turned around to the camera and was like, "Ah."
Holy shit!
Yes. See, that's the issue I have.
White
It's
thugs.
like, regardless of, I don't like the guy. I didn't like what he stood for, but
Mm-hmm.
where's your morals? It's like you're trying to fight for the good side, but you
What good
don't have
side?
any morals either. You
What good side? I'm just
exactly.
curious. What good side?
Well, they think when they're debating him because he's, has his standpoint
Mm-hmm.
that they are being the righteous, but there was no righteousness there at all.
No, I feel like he spread hate, and I think that's what I don't like. And I think it's, if you have a opinion about something, that's one thing. But when you're putting information out to the masses as if they're facts, that's dangerous because now you're feeding into the narrative that some of these ignorant people follow and believe in. You think that I don't know if you ever watched the show Warriors, but it kind of touched on when the Asian immigrants came into America and how white people at that time were fighting them because they were like, "You stole our jobs," and da 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 da. But it's like, no, they didn't steal your jobs. They sent for them to come here to do the jobs for cheaper labor. And then you're now fast forward, you have somebody now going on the internet telling people, oh, the reason you're not getting jobs and the reason you can't feed your family is because this black person got your job due to affirmative action. That causes problems on a different level. It may not be, oh, it's just your words, but it's deeper than just your words. Because if you have somebody right now that is down and out, don't know how they're going to feed their family, and they're seeing, oh, I can't get work, but this black person can get work. Now you're causing a anger and a hate and a resentment for groups of people that don't need to happen. So now somebody who's ignorant decides to go burn a church with black people in it. you can't be the person to say, oh, it wasn't my fault. Oh, my hands, I didn't pull the trigger. I had nothing to do with it, but your message did. And that's the problem of why I don't respect him and why I am happy that he is silenced to an extent. It's not about having an opinion and free speech, but if you go and speak facts, then speak facts. Don't just think about, oh, let me say this about black people and people are going to run with it and believe it, because a lot of people don't do research, especially with the internet. If it happens to be on the internet, they're going to believe it. And that's it.
Right. Yeah, I didn't believe it when I first saw the video either, because the way
That
he
shit was
fell down,
gruesome.
it looked like AI. I thought
It
it was
was
an AI
gruesome.
video.
So I ended up, I was at work. I was actually at Home Depot when oh shit, probably gonna get fired from there, but whatever. But anyway, I was there working and I ended up, my coworker was like, "Are you like a squeamish person?" I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of am." They were like, "Yo, this guy just got killed." And I'm like, "What do you mean this guy got killed?" My stupid behind goes, "Oh, let me see." It was the front angle too. So
Yeah.
you saw the whole, oh my gosh. I couldn't even, after that, I was like, yeah, I'm not watching this ever again. That was difficult for me to even watch.
Yeah, the only part I watched was the part he fell out of the chair, and I was like,
See,
"Yeah,
and I
I'm
didn't even
good."
see up to that part. All I saw was the entry point, the exit point, and you just saw the gush that came out, and his head just kind of went limp side. And it was like, this is gruesome to be on fucking television for people to see. Like, martyr or no martyr, I don't ever want to go out like that.
Yeah,
That was brutal.
I'm like, I'll take a firing of my job or losing my job any day over that.
Yeah, you bet your bottom dollar. I'll take that over
so
that.
so so that's where I'm at with that. But I see you put some new things in the
I end up
Instagram tally.
sending a lot of shit.
Yeah, let's go through that for a few. See what we got here. That's just not available. Man, why don't y'all know how to be spoiled?
Ooh, I like this one. Because it's not the bashing video. You gotta turn the audio on.
When a woman tries to like
Can you
do
hear it?
things, buy drinks, or pay for dates, or get gifts, or treat you to something, y'all don't really know how to receive it.
Oh, that's easy work. See, a lot of men grow up with the idea of being told like how they're supposed to treat people and not necessarily how to be treated. And then they're being force fed the idea of like superficial respect and other things like that. It's like toxic conditioning. Like they really don't know how to receive this stuff because they're just not in the practice of it. Also, let's just talk about the fact that a lot of men nowadays are dating women, wearing them down. They're dating women that don't even like them. So they're wearing them down just to get the first date. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I tell guys all the time, date a woman that actually likes you and you will see the difference. It's going to be scary at first. You're going to be like, damn, why is she doing all these things? Why is she doing all these things? It's like, bro, date a chick that looks at you like you're Chris Brown when you walk in the room, and you will see a complete difference, So it's just, man, just a lot of men are not, especially if they don't come from a healthy environment, they're not in a place where they can receive it because they were never told they could actually receive anything. And they were also told that if they did, they were either considered a gigolo, a mooch, or something like that. They feel like they're lesser. It's just, once again, toxic conditioning. Like, I remember one time, like this old dude, when I was a young lad, I remember this one dude told me for every $10 she spends, you got to spend 1,000 if it's going to work. And I said, won't be me. You know, I'm young. I'm like,
no,
heck out here with that nonsense, because that's just not what I was taught. You know, I had a mother that loved me. So,
that loved me.
Okay, so I definitely agree with him on date women that actually like you. That's the big issue.
And I think also learning how to receive that too, because oftentimes I actually had this conversation with one of my homegirls recently, and it was like she was sharing her experience with somebody, and the conversation was that men always complain about women not showing up and providing, safe spaces for them. And I think oftentimes because they're not able to, they're taught that that's not a thing. They don't know how to open up to those women either. So it's like oftentimes they know how to be there for the women. They know how to show up. They know how to be romantic. But when it's now time for that to come in reverse, it's like, what are you doing? No, get away from me. Run, crosses. Like they just, it's a little bit, it kind of triggers something. And it's sad because it's like, then how would you ever be loved properly if you're not allowing people to show up for you in the way that they should and want to? Like, I don't think that gift giving should be one-sided. I don't think men should be the only one that pays for date. I don't think that women are not supposed to also be romantic when it comes to their man. It's just oftentimes men don't know how to receive it, or they be like, oh, you got me feeling like a bitch. Like, wait a minute. No.
Wait, yeah.
This should have you feeling like a man who is loved and cared for and cherished and appreciated.
But yeah, if you wasn't raised with love, you won't know.
I get it, but then it's just like, well, what do you do to kind of fix that?
Therapy. This is a professional help.
Listen, I've been trying to convince people of therapy since my face turned blue for the past, I don't know how many years since I started going.
Right.
And I can tell you there's a handful of men I can count on one hand that actually went.
Right.
You being one. Like, it's like we've had these conversations in environments and it's just like, man, there's other ways to get it out. And I'm like, yes, there are other ways, but why not try this one?
This way is proven.
It's proven. You have an unbiased
those
opinion.
Other ways, you don't have a way to qualify the results.
No, I had somebody tell me I use music as therapy. Music can be therapeutic, but it won't help you unpack your shit.
It won't help you unpack. It won't help you process or find ways to manage the next time that situation happens.
Right.
Again.
How can you handle your triggers?
Handle the trigger in a healthy way, to where like you just don't run away from the trigger. You now can confront it face to face.
Exactly. And that's a good, being able to confront things like that is a beautiful thing because it helps you and it also helps the person too.
Right.
It really does. Because if you're able to now say, hey, this is making me feel such and such a type of way, that will give person insight to say, okay, well, this made him feel some type of way. I can alter this. I can adjust this. And that also shows you like, oh, this person is really for me because I said that there was an issue. We came to an agreement. This now was able to change. That is a telltale sign to show if somebody really gives a fuck about you or not. Because if somebody doesn't give a fuck, they're not going to change. They're not going to make an adjustment. They're not even going to try to think about it. So it's like, I feel like you do a disservice.
Yeah, but so many people are not looking. They say they are looking for long term, but they're using short term tactics. So
I've been just so you know, make that part a clip because I'm going to use that because I've been saying that literally all week. I'm like, the difference between the men and women that get married are the way they go about dating, are the way they go about relationships. Because if you're dating with the intentions of marriage, your dating process looks different. The conversation is different. The way you operate and move is different. It's not going to be the same. But if you are now repeating the same patterns over and over and over and over and over and just swapping out people, then you're not really looking for fucking marriage. You're looking for something to do when you ain't got nothing to do. You want consistent coochie or consistent peen. That's it. And then that's fine. Just be honest with yourself about it.
So I think it depends on the age. I believe they think that
sad to say
no, like when I was in my 30s, you think about this is what I've done to be successful with women. So you think you don't understand, you don't comprehend that success was casual success.
It was, because again, if it didn't yield what you wanted, then it wasn't. You get what I'm saying? It was temporary success, because I mean, you may have gotten one part of it, You know,
Right.
you may have gotten a relationship, you may have got the consistent coochie, but you didn't walk down the aisle with said person, you know. And if that's what you really and truly want,
that requires different skills.
absolutely.
So a lot of people go through life mastering the short-term skills, getting the consistent coochie, consistent sex.
Yep.
But then when it comes down to it, yeah, they can't hold a relationship or even consider marriage because they don't have the life skills.
I agree.
Yeah.
As soon as the first flag of something pops up, run for the hills. They don't confront it. They become, you know, either they avoid or they get anxious, or, you know, that fight or flight kicking real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
And most flight, they mostly flee, especially when too much emotions get involved, because they haven't even processed their own emotions just yet. So they can't comprehend any of it.
Right.
But yeah,
That's why.
It's a very interesting dynamic.
Yeah, let's see. Let's do one more before, because it's getting close to your time. Let's do one more. Let me pull it up.
Thought I just heard somebody knock on my door.
What's this?
Let's peel back the mask. Modern men don't just lack leadership. They've built an entire hustle around avoiding it. They've rebranded laziness as partnership, selfishness as equality, and their inability to provide as times have changed. But let's call it what it really is. Manipulation wrapped in fake progress. I'm Jacob Riante, I'm Big Bro, and it don't matter if the men don't get it. Ladies, this message is for you. God never called men to be co-captains. He called them to be leaders. Adam wasn't told to split the garden duties with Eve. He was commanded to work and protect it before she even arrived. Provision is not optional. It's foundational. But here's how the modern man runs his scam. We should build together. Translation, I can't build alone, so I need you to fund half my dream. Money doesn't matter. Love does. Translation, I'm broke, and I'm hoping you confuse romance with responsibility. I want a strong woman. Translation, I want a woman I can overwork, underappreciate, and then blame when she burns out. We're partners, 50-50. Translation, I want you to pay like a man, but serve like a wife. That's not leadership, that's spiritual fraud. Submission is not a command, it's a reaction. A flower doesn't bloom in concrete, and a woman doesn't blossom under stress. You can't demand her softness while feeding her anxiety. You can't expect her femininity while drowning her in bills. Stress hardens a woman. Provision softens them. And God wired it that way. A man who cannot provide will always weaponize scripture, feminism, and love to excuse himself. Let me make this real uncomfortable. If you want to be the head, you got to carry the weight. Period. Headship is not a title, it's a cross. Jesus didn't ask the church to go 50-50 on salvation. He bore the whole burden. Leadership requires sacrifice. If you want the crown, you better be ready for the nails. He doesn't want to be a king. He wants to cosplay king while living like a dependent. He doesn't want a wife. He wants a financial roommate who cooks, cleans, and keeps his ego full. That's not marriage. That's slavery with lipstick. Stop letting broke men guilt you out of standards with spiritual manipulation. God said a man who doesn't provide is worse than an unbeliever. If he can't carry provision, he can't carry leadership. And if he can't carry leadership, he can't carry you. You can't be head of household while outsourcing the bill money to women you claim to lead. You cannot want a Proverbs 31 woman while living like a Proverbs 6 sluggard. Women don't mind following when leadership is real, but you can't fake leadership. You either sacrifice, provide, protect, and guide, or you don't. And if you don't, stop asking for submission you don't qualify for. Ladies, don't negotiate your crown. Don't trade your peace for his excuses. Don't let love bind you to instability. Because love without provision is just chaos dressed up as romance. The scam has been exposed. And remember, ladies, accept nothing less than queen treatment.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll be honest, I didn't even hear all of it, but I liked it.
You liked it?
I agree to
that's the way. That's a good way to end this. Let's get the comments thoughts out.
I definitely will say that I agree with people who have those talks. I'm not saying that everybody needs to live that lifestyle. I'm not saying, but I do think people who have that mentality, who always talk about, oh, I want a submissive woman and I want this. The facts remains are people follow leaders they believe in. You don't have to beg, you don't have to ask. That's not how that works.
Right.
CEOs don't get put in a position because they asked to be there. CEOs get put in position because they worked their ass off and proved that they were supposed to be there. So I do agree. And I think I will end on that part as far as like, you have to be what it is you desire. And I agree. And if you are that, then you should only deal with a woman that is going to submit the way that, you feel, but be what you're asking for. Don't be sitting here talking about 50-50 and then be like, she's not so feminine. Nigga, she had to go to work for 40 hours, come home, do laundry, clean the house, take care of the kids, and suck your dick. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, her list is never done. Meanwhile, your only list is to go to work.
Right.
And provide. And possibly protect in the event that somebody intrudes in the house, which nowadays, where the fuck are y'all living? I've slept with my door wide open before. Ain't nobody run up in here.
Oh, wow.
It was an accident.
Yeah, I was going to say, you live your area that nice? Wow.
It is, though. But it was my back door. I slept with my back door wide open. And I mean, it takes you into my kitchen. So, if you do come in, you just got to walk up the stairs.
You got the Ring camera at least?
I just put them in because of the tenant.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, that happened when I didn't know. I was doing a lot in the house, moving around, and the door was left open, and woke up the next morning, went into the kitchen like, holy fuck.
So he said so much. Some things that I agree with, some things I don't. I think to summarize it in this last minute would be like, definitely understand if you can't mix and match. So if you want to be traditional, you got to take all of the tradition and the woman that come with that tradition. And if you can't afford to be traditional, act accordingly.
Exactly.
Act accordingly.
Exactly.
It's simple as that. So I'm getting calls.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna jump.
So I'm
about ready to head out.
I want to thank everybody that stopped by and watched this. And we will see you next week. Take care.
And I'll text you.
All right.
All righty.
Bye.
Bye.